What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. So I'm gonna pull some cards and get a message out for y'all. I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for you guys, and overall I hope that the messages are useful. Okay, so with that being said, we're just gonna jump right into the video. First card out, you have the Lover's card. Okay, you have the Hangman. You have the High Priestess. You have the Four of Pentacles. You have the Two of Cups. Okay. You have the Fool. Whoa. Got 3 cards coming out. You have the Six of Pentacles, you got the King of Pentacles, and then I'll clarify the Knight of Wands later, okay? You got heavy Pisces energy, you got Gemini, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? I'm not mad at this, honestly. What's the Four of Pentacles? This energy is pretty good. Well, here we go. As soon as I said that, you got the Five of Swords for the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I will say this. I definitely do feel like there's people who want to gain your energy. I don't feel like these people are good energies. I only say that because of the Four of Pentacles, you got the Five of Swords. It's almost like you're protecting yourself, your energy, and it's almost like there's people who want to kind of come in to kind of shake things up for you. You know what I'm saying? Rock the boat, if you may. I feel like there's people who feel like you are a little bit too comfortable. And I'm gonna move on from that energy. I'm gonna clarify, but I'm gonna move on from this energy because I don't feel like I want to focus too much on that. I mean, to come up, right? But with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, it's almost like, you know how you kind of stay out the way, or you're being very quiet, you're staying to yourself. Sometimes that can agitate people who want to kind of like trigger you or see you get out of character, etc., etc. I definitely do feel like there's people who feel as though, like, say if you are just worried about yourself, you're going to work, you're doing any and everything to kind of just keep your peace, keep your own sanity, the whole thing. There's, like I said, people who want to come in and kind of like shake things up for you. You know, there's people who lied to you before and got under your skin before who kind of want to see if they can do it again, all right? What's the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords? Let's do one more. What's the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords? You're coming up very grounded. Very, very, very grounded. Even if you're not an earth sign, you're coming up very grounded. With the Eight of Cups, there's people you walked away from, situations as well, to where I think, not even I think, yeah, I don't know what this is. People like when you react. You got the Justice coming out as well. People like when you react. I feel like it gave them, especially if you did react to things in the past, you know, I will always say this, we're human with the Three of Cups. Nobody's perfect. You get what I'm saying? Disrespect is disrespect. You know, confrontation is confrontation. I feel like especially in the past, like I said before, if you were a victim of reactive abuse, or you just did, you were quick-tempered, because it gives, you know, it gives Aries, like, just quick-tempered, you know. Even a little bit of Capricorn, I'm not gonna lie, we're hella sassy at times. Not all of us, but I feel like that's any sign, you know. Like I said, disrespect, disrespect. You know, if you gotta tell somebody off, you gotta do what you have to do. But I feel like there's people who like to feel, you have a lot of people feeling like they're not important. And they felt important when they were able to get some sort of reaction out of you, no matter if it was good, but especially if it was bad, all right? And it feels like the fact that you walked away from this is almost like people are not favoring that, especially, again, people who seen you react to things. What's this, Justice? You have the Page of Wands and you have the Sun. You got Leo energy out here. What's the Page of Wands? It's something about people being exposed, their intentions. What's the Page of Wands? You got the Ten of Pentacles. This could even be family. Take that however resonates. Can I get one more? What's the Page of Wands? It's something with this Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands? You got the Queen of Pentacles coming out, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's something about you like starting new projects, embarking on new adventures, going out more. It's something as simple as you going out more, okay? Showing your personality more, you know, feeling lighter, being lighter. That has people very, very pegged, okay? With that Page of Wands, it's almost like you're coming off as somebody who is brand new, all right? Very bright, very vibrant, very youthful, all right? You can kind of tell that you are working on yourself. For those who are taking the time to kind of like heal, work on themselves, better themselves, I feel like it's coming up and it's showing up, okay? In the way you kind of move, the way you talk, okay? Even the way you dress, you could be getting a new wardrobe. It's something brand new about you that people cannot really understand. And these are people who feel as though people can't change. Like some people do feel like people can't change, right? Once people feel like you are one way, it's like it's hard for people to see you, people in general, to be honest, but for some reason it's like the focus is on you. Like there are certain people, it feels like in your past, honestly, or just in your life in general, who have seen you go through things, do different things, say different things, to where their mind was made up about you, to where they've kind of put you in this box. I would honestly say this cell, right? This holding cell, this jail cell of feeling like, you know, they're doing what? They said what? Oh, they're healing? That's a lie. Like, like, I don't know. They have you pegged to like to being someone who can't change, who cannot grow, who cannot mature. And that definitely does feel like that's some sort of like projection. Because again, these are people who feel like nobody can change because they didn't even change. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are doing things behind closed doors. Some people probably did things to you behind closed doors that people don't even know about or don't really believe, etc., etc. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but it's like people are having a hard time believing that you have changed or even just worked on yourself. What's this High Priestess? You got the Ace of Swords. If you are some sort of intuitive, okay, a reader, do you be telling the truth, child? What's the Ace of Swords with the High Priestess? Yeah, with the five. Yeah, it's something with you like really believing in your intuition as well. Inviting that into your life too. Because there could have been a thing, and listen, you don't got to put in the comments, oh, I always had intuition, I always believed in it, just in the third. Kudos to you, babe, okay? Kudos to you, trust me, kudos to you. You got more Pisces, Cancer energy out here as well, but it's almost like you invited an inner knowing into your life, okay? A deeper understanding as well to how like the world works, the universe works, your own mind works, and believing that intuition actually is a thing. Even if some people don't believe in tarot itself, everybody has intuition and discernment. You know right from wrong. You get what I'm saying? Anytime you're faced with a situation, you know, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I go here? Should I not go here? Listen to your body, and I feel like you have been. Should I trust this person? Should I not trust this person? Some people are used to you kind of just doing things, okay, not really paying attention to or foreseeing the future outcome before it even kind of like happened. Does that make sense? Like say someone wants to talk to you, right? And they're labeled as a bad girl, bad guy, or, you know, they get around or whatever. And it's almost like the thrill of it. You know, people are telling you, hey, I want to talk to him, I want to talk to her, and you still do it. You get what I'm saying? That's going against your own better judgment. Whereas though now, it's like people don't even have to tell you that. It's almost like you know right from wrong. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like, okay, if I do talk to this person, there's a chance that they will play me. They will leave me. They will belittle me. They will put me in some sort of harm's way. Like you're listening. You're paying attention. And I feel like there's some people who don't like that. Even if this is regarding family, right? And you were crossed by family. And it's almost like, oh, family's everything, which it is, right? Family is very important. I was raised on that. You get what I'm saying? But... there's a but, a big but, okay? Where you can love people, you can love your family, you can love anybody, right? But you also have to pay attention to who these people are as individuals. Just because somebody is your brother doesn't mean that they have the best intentions for you. Just because someone is your sister doesn't mean she has the best intentions for you. Just because someone is your friend doesn't mean they have good intentions for you. You get what I'm saying? And it gets to a point where it could take one time for somebody to cross you. It could take two. Don't let it take more than three, you know? And I feel like there's been instances where people were able to kind of get over on you, yes, or kind of make you feel like you had or could turn a blind eye to some sort of disrespect, when in reality, no, they wanted you to so they can keep doing it over and over and over again. Some people loved playing on like your stupidity, not calling you stupid of any sorts, but it's almost like that's how they kind of pictured you. And again, it's kind of, I don't know why, but it's saddening certain people that they no longer have that sort of control, especially if this is family. It's something about having some sort of control over you and your mind, okay? Even if it is about a lover, because the lovers is out here, the Two of Cups, friends, whatever. It goes full circle, okay? People loved thinking for you. What's this Five of Cups? You got the Ten of Cups. Like, people were happier. Especially when they kept you in the dark. They were able to lie to you, get over on you. You could have put a lot of trust in people who did not deserve it, like, at all. Can I get one more? What's the Five of Cups? People loved playing with your intuition. Like, they really, really did. They really, really did. And I feel like people that you did love, because it feels like it's a multitude of people. This is just speaking in general, right? With the Death at the bottom. And I definitely do feel like you underwent some sort of like upgrading your life, especially when it comes to your intuition. Somebody is a beast when it comes to just being able to like discern. Like, you know people. You know when people are lying, you know when people are telling the truth, you know when someone's being shady, you know when you feel it. You feel it. And I feel like for a very, very, very long time, people were able to like go against you and your intuition. And I feel like they can't anymore. What's this Five of Wands? You got the Two of Wands. And what's the Five of Wands and the Two of Wands? You got the Strength. You got Leo energy. Yeah, something about you choosing yourself, choosing to go in a different direction as well with this Two of Wands. Can I get one more? What's this Strength with the Six of Cups? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are holding on to a past version of you. Just, yeah. You're coming off as like too intelligent now. And people didn't view you that way before. I'm just being completely honest with you. And not even saying like with the Queen of Cups at the bottom, you gave up some sort of energy like you just was a bimbo. I'm not even saying that. But it's definitely like you were possibly a lot more carefree, right? Like, remember your first heartbreak and a lot of the things that it taught you, especially at your adult age. I'm not talking about high school and all that. Well, I mean, if you learned a lesson that early on, sure, right? But imagine your like real first adult heartbreak. You gave a chance to somebody, even if it was just like a situationship or it didn't grow to anything, you know, super big, or even if it did, right? You were in a full-blown relationship, you were married, whatever. Think about that, right? And think about how, again, carefree you were, how trusting you were, and how that kind of did you a little dirty, right? How you kind of became blinded by what was right in front of you. I feel like you had people, especially in a love sense, who wishes that you were still blinded. I feel like a lot of people were able to get a lot of things over on you, all right? Even things that you possibly don't even know about. Because I'm telling you, it feels like there's one person in specific as well who kind of hates your stinking guts right now too. Because it's almost like you see them. Someone feels exposed by you and by your intuition. Because there's someone who wanted to keep a lot of things hidden from you, their true intentions as well. What's this Hangman? You got the Three of Cups. Can I get one more? What's the Hangman? You got the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. What's the Page of Pentacles? You got the Devil. You got Capricorn energy out here again, Pisces. This could even be friends. Because there's a strong energy of wanting to treat you less than. But whoever is wanting to do this, or whoever people who are wanting to do this, they're not like able to get into your energy. Like someone feels like they're waiting for you to like reconcile, or they're waiting. I don't know what the fuck. What's the Hangman with the Two of Pentacles? And what's the Two of Pentacles? What's the Two of Pentacles? You got the Emperor. And you also do have the World. There's a lot of people who want to throw you off some sort of pedestal. People feel like you're like too... And I don't even feel like you're necessarily doing this or giving off some sort of energy like this, but it's almost like, now, some people feel insecure about other people feeling good or like looking good or whatever the case may be. There's like someone or people who really want to end some sort of feeling of you feeling stable, or you feeling some sort of like reassurance that they felt like they didn't give you. Because I feel like there's people who didn't even really pour into you, who want to pour some sort of cup out that you filled up for yourself. It's almost like going to a lake with a bucket, right? Everybody else is sharing their own water. Nobody wants to share with you, and you're just sitting there and you're like, okay, well, if the lake's over there, I'm just gonna get my own water then. You go fill up your cup or fill up your bucket of water. You bring it back to your village. Everybody else is celebrating. People act like they don't like you, the black sheep in this sense, right? You're bringing the water back, you know, you're sitting there, you're drinking it, however. You're drinking your water, you're chilling. And it's almost like there's people, especially one particular person, there's someone who does not, and it feels more romantic. This could be in any shape or form. I do want to throw that out there, right? Because there's somebody who really wanted to make you look like a fool. Like when I say a fool, and they probably were able to make you look like a fool to other people, but your intuition, you know this person. You know this person, and you know this person through and through. They know you know through and through as well. This is why somebody stays, especially if someone stays away from you, or they act like it was a push and pull, or they ran away in a sense, is because your intuition was too much for them. It was almost like they thought they were 10 steps ahead of you when really you were 20 steps ahead of them. Like it started to become a pattern to the point where it's like you study somebody without you even realize you studied them. And it's almost like they're like nervous to be around you, because it's like, damn, I can't even get nothing over on you. I can't even cheat in peace, god damn it. But back to the example, like I was just saying, like you bring your own bucket of water back to the function or the village or whatever the case may be, and this person comes over there like, you're going to share that? Is that for like both of us or for the group? And you're kind of just looking like, none of y'all asked me to go with y'all. Nobody told me where the lake is. I kind of had to find it for myself, so no, this is for me. And it's almost like now they want to kick the bucket over, like, well, you should have shared it, when it's just like, nobody shared with me. Nobody gave me directions to this lake, nothing. Everybody left me out in the cold. Nobody told me where to go, nothing. You know, it's very jealous. It's a very jealous energy. And it feels like the energy is, it's like that because you want better for yourself. You've become a lot more in tune with yourself than a lot of people the same age as you and even older, to the point where they feel as though you feel as though you are better than them because of that. Does that make sense? You got fixed sign energy, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. You have Aries energy out here as well. Like I said, Pisces and Capricorn, okay? But yeah, it's like this pedestal that people put you on, that people feel like other people put you on, that they kind of like despise, especially somebody in particular. This could be a child's parent. This could even be one of your parents, but it's almost like, yeah, the jealousy is coming from within. The call is coming from inside the house when it pertains to you. Like not you, but yeah. There's an energy of like, oh, he or she thinks she's better than me. When in reality it's like, no, you kind of think that. Yeah, especially with that Two of Pentacles. It's like people want you to like question yourself, not know what to do. Need advice. Need direction. What's the Lovers? You got the Tower. You got Aquarius energy out here. What's the Lovers and the Tower? You got the Eight of Wands. Definitely a lot of protection, especially when it pertains to change with this Tower. Because it's almost like you probably been in situations where you really had to like situations where it was going to make or break you. With the Star, more Aquarius energy. And it's almost like the fact that you didn't let it feels like multiple situations break you. You're exuding some sort of strength that a lot of people didn't think that you had. A lot of people didn't think you had it in you. I don't know what that's about, but there's people who really didn't think you had some sort of like backbone, some sort of strength to keep going. Because life is hard. And there's people who intentionally try to make life harder for others. You get what I'm saying? Family, friends, lovers, even at work, especially when they want to make you feel like you're left out or less than. There's people who go out their way to make you feel this small because that's how they feel about themselves. That's how they see themselves. You got the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. What's the King and Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles? You have the 9 again. You don't need anybody. I feel like, and that also like bothers people with the Knight of Pentacles. No matter how long it takes you to accomplish something or put something together, it's like you're fine with doing it almost like by yourself. Whereas the other people, especially like, you ever realize that some people really do need other people to kind of like survive? Like, you ever, like, I guess I'll use the example for like dating, right? And it's like somebody jumps from relationship to relationship, or even if somebody and you break up or stop talking and automatically they're just out with somebody else, they're on dinner dates and stuff like that, which isn't, hey, live your life, child, right? But they're just like constantly with somebody new, or it's like you constantly like, damn, every time we just stop speaking, it's like you're already with somebody, or already getting to know somebody else. Some people cannot be alone. Some people don't know what it feels like to be by themselves, again, to be alone. And it feels like you do. And I feel like that bothers other people too, how independent you truly are. Because there could have been a thing where some people probably did peg you as codependent. Okay, family especially. To where you could have grown up to be, I guess, like spoiled, especially let's say you had a grandmom who gave you a lot of things, you know, your parents, right? I feel like in your family, there could have been people who looked at you as very codependent, like you weren't going to be able to figure things out by yourself when you got older, you know, do different things, pay bills by yourself when you got older, figure out what to do just in general, right? Whatever sort of life circumstances was thrown at you, it was almost like people looked at you as like, they're so coddled, they'll never figure things out by themselves. But it was never nothing that was kind of like said out loud to you. It was always thought. But I feel like there's something changing, or there's something that been changed, right, about you and just the way you live and the way you kind of show up for yourself, that really has people like mind blown. Like, wow, the way I thought they would end up is the complete opposite of what I was thinking at that time. Because I feel like there's other people, especially if this is like family, there's people within your family who could have kids around the same age as you, like cousins and things like that, that you could be doing a lot better than. Not saying they're not doing good, right? But you're doing a lot better than when, like I said, when you were young and all y'all were kids or whatever the case may be, it was almost like they look like, yeah, he or she, they might not end up, you know, being able to support themselves or really understanding, you know, how life works, etc., etc. You have a lot of people fooled. Not even in a bad way. And the crazy thing is, you didn't even fool these people. They were fooling themselves. What's this Two of Cups? You should be very proud of yourself. Because you should be very proud of yourself. With the Two of Cups, you have the Ace of Wands. What's the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands? Especially if you were just different, right? You weren't so 3D, like you had a big imagination. Like, I don't know, you could have even been pegged as like a weirdo. And it's not a thing to when I say I want you to feel bad about yourself or feel like listen, child, how many things people thought about me. I don't give a damn. But that's kind of like the energy. Like, yes, it's definitely given a black sheep, okay? And this black sheep then morphed into a whole damn tiger out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Even the wolves can't beat it, okay? But for the Two of Cups, you got the Ace of Wands, and you have the Ace of Cups coming out with the Death. Yeah. There's a lot of, with the Two of Swords, you have forced other people's hands. All right, there was people I feel like who felt as though they had a lot of control, a lot of say-so in y'all dynamic. Especially, it feels like friends, family, could even be lovers, but especially people who've seen you, they've grown with you as well. They've watched you grow up. They know, and when I mean by like forcing their hand, it's almost like the way certain people treated you, they have to stand on that now, right? If we're in no contact, we're in no contact forever now, right? You showed me that you're disrespectful. Now that's what I think of you now. Now you're disrespectful. You're cut. Like, there's a depth to a certain way you show up in relationships. And people are aware of this now. You know, there's no more playing on collective's intuition. There's no more playing with collective's time anymore. There's no more playtime with collective. Collective know what they want. They know what they deserve. Even if they didn't know it at one point in time, they know now. And I definitely do feel like it's a bit intimidating. Because these are once people who feel like they can talk to you however they wanted to. Show up for you however they wanted to. Can I get one more with the Two of Cups? You got Scorpio energy as well, if I didn't say it already. Can I get one more for the Two of Cups? Yeah. You got the Six of Swords and you have the King of Swords. Like, you know what you want. You know what direction you want to go in as well. You could be an air sign. This could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be. Can I get one for the Death? You got the Magician and you have the Five. People have to stand on how they treated you. And even if people are manifesting you or trying to, it's almost like whatever they're trying to manifest is falling on Death's ear when it pertains to you. Especially if people came up against you in groups, right? Or pushed you out of certain groups. They were expecting you to kind of beg to be a part of this group. Whether it was family that cut you out, on your mom's side, on your dad's side, cousins, friend group, a lover, and their family. It's almost like, you want me to go, then I'll go. You don't want me here, I won't be here. And in reality, that wasn't supposed to happen. You were supposed to beg. You were supposed to plead. You were supposed to need, you know? Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I'm in this predicament. You know, I apologize. Like, people, oh, God. And it's so crazy because in reality, you were the easiest to pick on at one point in time. I don't even know why. Why is that a feeling? Why, with the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Wands? What's the Magician? You got the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords. People could even feel like you were a people pleaser at one time. I don't know. There was something about like not really having to put much work in when it came to, you could have been very giving. Very, very giving. Delilah. Very, very giving. Okay, very, very understanding. And I definitely do feel like people abused that. People really took advantage of that. People were slow to give to you, especially in relationships, because I felt like with you, you could have been somebody who was very, like, you opened up and opened your arms up, not your legs, but your arms, right? you opened up a little too fast to where people feel like they didn't have to work for anything to be in your life, to be around you. ThroughLynn'sEyes. Find something, honey. Find it. Come on. Yeah. Like it was one of those things where you opened up too fast to people. Even people in your family, right? You've always been the one to kind of not bend to their will, but bend the fastest to kind of give up the fastest. And what I mean give up is almost like, you know, oh, can I have this or can I have some of that? Instead of putting up a fight or, you know, making somebody wait, it was almost like, here, yeah, sure. Or like, you know, here, like you would, and that's not a bad thing. Honestly, that's not a bad thing. It's really not. It's just a bad thing when you're too giving and too open to people who are kind of not used to that, right? Because that's what this feels like. People are used to manipulating other people to get what they want. Whereas though with you, you kind of, you could love a little too hard, right? And that's a lesson learned. Everybody, I feel like, eventually learns. I've learned that, you know, take your time. Understand that not everybody has, again, the best intentions. And not everybody loves the same way you do. Because I feel like with a lot of y'all that watches this, you love very differently from the people that you once loved on. Because, again, it's something about you not being the same as far as, like, giving yourself away, giving things away just in general, right? Hey, you got $40 for me. Now you're just like, no, I got bills. Knowing that you have it and you're able to give it, but it's almost like, what if I need it one day, right? It's almost like, would this person give me $40 if I need it? If I ask them today for $40, are they going to be able to give it to me? Will they even give it to me? And if you have to second guess it, that's an automatic no, they won't. What's the fool? You're very independent now. You could have always been very independent. Like I said, a lot of this feels like a lot of projection, but especially right now, I feel like you deserve a round of applause because I feel like people are really, really learning vicariously through you. Okay, especially peers, people who are the same age as you, no matter what age you are. There's an independence about you. There's a need for no one. And when I mean no one, I'm not saying like your parents or like people in your life. I'm saying like people to kind of help you grow, help you make decisions. Because like I said, you know, some people need a relationship to feel validated, to feel good. They need a partner. They need to feel like someone loves them outside of family or friends, you know, like they'll do anything to keep a partner around. They'll do anything to satisfy a partner, even if it means, you know, coming down on themselves. Hopefully that makes sense. What's the Fool and the Seven of Wands? Because there's a lot of people who did not want you to go anywhere because they fed off your energy as well. They fed off your kindness. What's the Fool and the Seven of? Yeah. And again, you could not have seen this at first. 77 could have even been important. 7. What's the Seven of Wands? You got the 3. Yeah. There was people who really tried to, let me say, what's this for? Can I get one more? You got the 2 of Swords. I feel like you definitely did have people who came together to try to warp how you viewed yourself, confused you on your own capabilities and your own abilities. Can I get one for the 7 of Cups? What's the 7 of Cups? You got the 7 of Swords. 777 could be important. Jesus. With the Judgment, people hate the fact that it feels like you have woken up. And even if you felt like I've always been woke, well, you woke up more, okay? You woke up a lot more than what people are used to. Like something is not a game anymore for people. Like people now know you see them for exactly who they are, no matter the title that they hold in your life. And I will say it feels like there's the energy of certain people who wish you do come back and are very apologetic for the way they've treated you or the way they felt like they came off to you. But it's something to where they know deep down inside, like you have done so much work on yourself that you wouldn't allow yourself to go backwards. What's the Seven of Swords? You got the pages, yeah. In reverse too, these are idiots. Well, you're definitely making people feel like they're a lot less intelligent as they thought they were. Like there are some people who felt like they knew everything, even if they were older with the Eight of Swords. But it's almost like you're teaching people, especially if you do utilize intuition and, you know, you move with that and people are aware. There's some sort of way that you have grown where you have shown people that you are a lot smarter than what they give you credit for, especially in like universal, like the world. Like you are no idiot. It's something about you being a no idiot. Because I feel like people were really able to play on your kindness. And I feel like that's more so what it was. And because I just want to be honest. I want to be very, very blunt. People thought you were stupid, 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 stupid. What's the Page of Swords in reverse? You got the Six of Wands. And I also feel like with the Page of Swords in reverse and the Six of Wands, I don't know what this is about, but I feel like people were unable to foresee. And I feel like that's the beauty behind this message. Like Divine really protected you. Okay? I feel like you were supposed to come off as like this innocent little lamb. Until it was time for them to, until it was time for the Divine to kind of show people that that was not the case. I think you were in situations for people to kind of see how messed up that they truly were. Like, okay, this is somebody who's genuinely kind, right? I'm putting you in the vicinity of someone who genuinely loves hard. They're genuinely kind. They don't ask for much from other people, you know, especially if they have it. And this is how you do them. Almost like, I guess you could say that you are other people's karma, yes, but you are more importantly other people's lessons. Forget the karma. Fuck the karma. Nobody cares about that, right? Who cares? When you really moved on, you should not care about what anybody, oh, they deserve that. When you really authentically moved on, who gives shit about karma, right? But more importantly, there are lessons to learn. And I do feel like you are a lot of people's lessons. No matter if these people are older than you, younger than you, the same age. It feels more so same age or older. People have to learn how to treat people, and I feel like they learn that through you. So far, especially with people in the past, you have taught a lot of people to, yes, not take kindness for weakness, but be very careful how you handle others in general. Whether they listen to it or not, you are somebody who is, it feels like very, very one of a kind. Like there's people who look for you and other people, look for the same friends, look for you and other friends, look for you and other lovers. May not be physically, but emotionally, intellectually, you know, your laugh, you know, the way you make jokes, the way you live life, the way you can put two and two together, the way you can, you know, compromise, the way you can, oh, I need this, and the third. Okay, well, you need to do this. You need to go do that. You need to figure this out. People are looking for that in other people, and they're not finding it. They're not finding it. You used to love on people hard. They're not finding that. The same way people used to pull away from you or ghost you, now they're being pulled away from and being ghosted. And they're like, damn, I normally don't want to do that. Now that's getting done to me. And I think that came up for, was it Aquarius? It came up, or it came up for Aquarius or Virgo, but that's kind of the same, like, forget it. But yeah, people are looking for you on other people. What's the Page of Swords in reverse with the Six of Wands? You got the Hierophant and the Ten of Wands. With the Judgment, I feel like a lot of people are like going through it too. Because they mishandled you, they mistreated you. So it's now all that energy of mishandling and mistreatment is going right back to them. People are missing like having conversation. Like you really helped a lot of people, whether you realize it or not. You don't even have to be a tarot reader. You have a way of words. You have a way of comforting people. You have a strong way of comforting people. You make people feel really good. Someone makes people feel very, very good, very warm. Like things are going to be okay, even if they feel like it won't be. You make people, the moment they talk to you or sit down and express whatever's going on, you make people feel like things will be okay, things will work out. And what happens eventually, it does. Like, you're a lot of people's good luck charm. And sadly, they have lost it. What is the Six of Pentacles? Whoa. You have the Nine of Wands with the Four of Swords. The Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords. What's the Nine of Wands and the Four of Swords? You got the Nine of Cups. 99 could be of importance. 9. And if you are still like going out, which I recommend, I always say that don't shut out the world. No matter what you go through, even if you go by yourself, right? You go out to eat by yourself. I just did that not too long ago. I went to breakfast by myself. It was wonderful, babe, okay? I was in there for no more than 30 minutes. I ate, I left, it felt amazing, okay? Even if you go get you a little drink, you know what I'm saying? You go to a little function by yourself, a little party, you know, do it. Because I feel like there's people who you cannot talk to at all anymore. Again, no matter friends, family, whatever, lovers, old lovers, definitely friends and family in this part with the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. You have a lot of people, especially, what's this Four of Swords? Especially at night, yeah, they think about you. I'll say that. These people think about you in general. Okay, especially when they're alone, or I would say meditating, but you know, some people, not everybody meditates, but just when they have a moment to kind of just think for themselves and think alone. And even if you still are going out, like I said, with other people, new friends, other family, you're just still going out. You're still maintaining a life, okay? People feel very, very that they are not a part of these outings, right? Like, wow, he or she looks very, very happy, you know. People really do like them, or like you are changing someone or people's whole perception of you. And I feel like it's crazy because not only like you're destroying some sort of illusion, like some sort of confusion and illusion that it feels like someone was trying to make around you in your life. Because I feel like there was a lot of negative talk around you and who you are and the type of person that you are. And it's almost like the fact that you still have people who adore you and love to be around you specifically is making other people question if what someone said about you or what other people said about you to even be true, right? Like, well, these people still support them, or they still have support from this person, or these people are still friends with them. Like, why all of a sudden was it just you that had this problem with them? Or, you know, why did you make us have this problem with this person? Because that could be a thing too. You get what I'm saying? Some people love a crowd. You could have argued with a group of people. Again, family, because of one person. You get what I'm saying? They ganged up on you because they trusted this one person's opinion or whatever the case may be. And now they all feel like fools because it's just like, damn, this person actually looks like fun, or they're still living life, or they could have helped me through this or supported me through that. Yeah. Like, you're sitting pretty comfortably while other people are now looking like, what did I do, child? What did I do? What's the Nine of Wands? You got the Three of Wands. This card feels a little thick. It's a little thick. And the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords, you're not really affected by much anymore. Or even if you are, you're not coming off as you, like someone's like really healing. Really healing. I don't know what got on this. 33 could even be of importance, 3. Because I feel like there's people who are waiting for you to return. Waiting for you to want to be a part. Waiting for you to like see them again. Like there's people who felt like you really loved them, but it's something that they did that kind of like make you not view them the same way. Like like it was easier to make you the bad guy, but now that they feel like they cannot even handle. Like it's crazy. The same energy people was dishing out towards you, they cannot take it. They can't take it. And the crazy thing is, it's not being said. And some people are even acting like they're still fine. Like intuitive, Like something's a complete, there's people being eaten up alive right now by like guilt, especially guilt. There's some people who feel very, very guilty by the way they treated you because they know ultimately you did not deserve it. Even if you did butt heads with somebody else and there was some people know you did not deserve something. Or if you lashed out, you argued, it was because you had to defend yourself. Because if the roles were switched, they would feel like I would have defended myself too. What's the King of Pentacles? What's the King of Pentacles? Whoa, you got the Judgment coming out. With the 4 of Cups, yeah, there was people who really... So, with the Chariot, you got Cancer energy, Libra as well. There's now people who feel left out in the cold by you. They feel unwanted by you. And they're not liking it. They're not liking it, like at all. With the 8 of Swords, some people feel very trapped in their head when it comes to you. And the fact that it's almost like you don't want to be around them anymore. Because it was so, like I said, it was so much easier making it seem like you were this problem. No, I got to stay away from them. I got to blah, 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 blah. The more you progress in your life and the more you're bettering yourself, it's like now these people want to creep back. But it was almost like you pushed me away. So now you're going to look even crazier. And that's how some people are feeling. That's why I feel like sometimes some of these people you may not even hear from ever again. And it's not because they don't want to talk to you or be around you or be with you. It's because they know they made a mockery and a fool now of themselves. They made a bed, now they have to lie in it. I done said all this stuff about collective. I done showed people this. I done told people that. I done pulled up text messages. I done made them look like they were just this belligerent bat from hell. That now if I, talk to them or try to be friends with them or whatever the case may be, I'm going to look like I'm a liar. Because now people are going to ask me, well, I thought you said this, and the third. You cool with them again? Or now you're back with them again? I thought you said he or she was a cheater, or they're nuts and X, Y, Z. Yeah. People are very stuck in their head. And it's crazy because it's almost like you never know who you're going to need in the future. And a lot of these people are going to need you in the future. A lot of these people are going to need you in the future. What's the Knight of Wands? You got the Queen of Wands. What's the Knight of Wands? I might go to a different deck. There's not that many cards left. Yeah. What's the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands? Ooh. You got the High Priestess. You got Pisces energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. With the 5 of Pentacles, yeah. Your intuition is on fire, especially when it pertains to people that, you have to leave out in the cold, whether past or in the future. Because trust me, if you think you won't have to kick people to the curb in the future, you're sadly mistaken. You will. And I feel like it's going to become super easy. Super, super easy. With the 3 of Swords. Yeah, people do not like how, the Justice, strong you are. Emotionally as well. Intellectually. You got the Lovers at the bottom. You got Gemini energy. Any last words? What's this 3 of Swords? You got the 4 of Wands. I feel like there's certain people who are very, very distraught that they were not able to break some sort of foundation. Because, yeah, I always say that the Four of Wands definitely does talk about, like, marriage, celebration, closeness, you know, could even be family sometimes. But a lot of times it, to me, is like you being one with yourself, you know, you being whole. And I feel like there's a lot of people who feel like they were unable to break that, okay? Even when it comes to, like, you being someone who is able to alchemize energy, manifest, create, you know? We need that in our everyday life. We need that. No matter if you work, you need a space to where you can create and relax, you know, manifest. That's how you grow. You got Aquarius energy with the Queen of Swords. You could be an Aquarius, an air sign, a Libra. With the Magician, you have the Devil. You could be a Capricorn, okay? Yeah, there's people who wanted you to be bound to, like, some sort of toxic energy with the Seven of Swords. Guys, those were the messages. I don't want to ramble too long. I definitely do hope that the message resonated for you guys, and overall hope that the messages were useful for y'all. I care deeply for you guys. I love y'all. I hope you found something in this, child. And yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.